8:45 a.m. this Monday morning, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. 2026. This is how we shall begin our sky observations for this day. We're to get up to the mid-70s today. Clear sunny skies, if you will. And with the possibilities of clouds later. Right? Just a slight possibility of clouds, right? And possible precipitation later. You can see that we are still under some windy conditions out here, as we have been for a couple of days now. And I've got some talking points that I will be bringing to the table at some given point today in conjunction with our sky observations. Okay? And I won't go into details as of yet. Every day, every day, every day, they come out to play. And we, the common people, have nothing that we can say. Alright, good enough for now. We shall return at some given point. Alright, 8:50 a.m. Let's bring on some more madness here, shall we? So we've got streamer here. Yeah, streamer here. One back here. Yeah, and there was, another one back here. Can we see that one? Yeah. So that's 4. Boom, 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 boom. This one here has quite the squiggly trail behind it. And then, of course, we do have evidences of some past activities as well. Here's another one back in here. Man, getting a lot of traffic coming through town this morning. Yeah, as above, so below, right? A whole lot of traffic. One could almost view it as being a manic Monday. May the 4th be with you. It's already a beautiful day out here, so you know what, I'm not going to complain. Windy conditions, it is very pleasant out here. Even though typically, you know, clear skies like this, we should have cool temperatures, right? Nothing to hold that heat in. Yeah. Beautiful day. Oh yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And You know, we live in a very dying town here. In fact, some would even believe that there is one heck of a curse that's been placed on this village, because there's no businesses that survive here, okay? This has been abandoned for years now. Actually, I was one of the last people that was asked to keep this place going, and I declined. A gas station. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about gas and oil in today's content, as well as an apology that I need to come out with. So anyways, I am going to continue doing what I need to get done here and cross in front of people as I am a pedestrian, have the right of way, and that truck right there came right up on me. Yeah, people have no considerations anymore. A lot of selfishness. Alright, that's good enough for now. 9:05 a.m. Just finished my shopping down here, Dollar General. Walked out, and as soon as I did, I seen this one. Basically following this one. But of course, this is a past streamer from this one here, which is now making a flight altercation to its trajectory. You can see a little bit of a curving that's taking place. Now, whether or not this one will do likewise, I'm not too certain. It's actually still kind of cool standing in the shade with the wind blowing. But yeah, this has got quite the nice little curvature to it. Let's slide over just a little bit more so we can see it a little better before it vanishes out of our viewing. And likewise with this one here, which their streamers or trails are dissipating or disappearing rather quickly. Yeah, this one here is hanging tough. Coming over here towards the north, we can see you got another past streamer and one flying. A lot of activity this morning. Okay, coming back over this one here. Kind of want to watch this one for a second and see if it's going to do the same. Okay, it's doing a similar remaneuvering, but in the opposite direction. And we have another one that's coming in back here. Okay. And in the meantime, we have yet another one that has made its appearance up overhead. As this one over here continues on its way. Man. So, are you ready for the season of mosquitoes and gnats? No-see-ums? Well, we're getting the see-ums this morning. No problems with seeing them today. And we shall go ahead and watch these two as, let's see here, maybe we will. go. As they have bypassed each other, actually making an invisible X. Okay, good enough. Well, I guess to the south we've got just that much more that's kicking off now. Yeah, one of those days, right? One of those days. I enjoy it just because, well, it's just kind of validation, confirmation that backs up my content, which of course I still have an apology to make in regards to said content. But on that note, it is time for me to get my purchases back, get those taken care of, and we will continue with this day in some form or another. "9:30 a.m. on this Monday morning, May 4th, 2026. Again, may the 4th be with you. As apparently it is for these guys, huh? Yeah, a lot of sky activities that's been kicking off, taking place today. Where'd those go? They already dissipate, huh? Anyways, yeah, we got one that's coming in from the east currently. They've been hitting us from all sides today. See a pass one right up here. But apparently, you know, all this, you know, crisis that's kicking off with this war, which isn't a war, according to narratives, depends on who you're listening to. Okay, and this issue with the Strait of Hormuz, and it's causing all this disruption of oil, which is affecting gas prices, and of course, you know, the war is affecting inflation, and blah 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 blah. Well, it doesn't really seem to be affecting the activities in the sky and the jet fuel, right? And here they keep talking about jet fuel prices. Well, how many of these flights have I recorded already this morning? Huh? Doesn't seem to be slowing down any of this, right? So take that into consideration. Now think about this. Over the past few years, we have had the pandemic. We have had many different strikes that have taken place. Automotive union strikes, trucker strikes. We had, did this trucker strike? Did that cause all kinds of backup issues and all that? You know, truckers across America and Canada. You know, did that stop the flow of commercial goods? No. Oh, what about the issue that we had with all the ports and the cargo ships and all those containers that got bottlenecked on, you know, at many ports? Did that cause as many issues as what we are seeing today? Did that cause major inflationary pricing to kick off? Huh? No, not whatsoever. So, you know, all this rhetoric and narratives surrounding this so-called war and the Strait of Hormuz is false narratives as far as I am concerned, and within, you know, my opinionated thoughts. Okay? So, now, as far as misinformation, this is where I need to apologize. Because for the longest of times, thinking that it came through a credible source, aka my own father, which is, had passed away in 2017, So we are talking about information that came through him many years ago pertaining to the actor Jay Silverheels, aka Tonto, in that past TV series of The Lone Ranger, in which I have stated many times on this channel that he was buried north of my location. And well, up until last night, I was under the assumption that that information was correct because it came through my father. And yeah, there's a small engine aircraft someplace back in here. Well, that information is incorrect, and now I feel very embarrassed because of spreading false information or misinformation, if you will. Because actually, Jay Silverheels was cremated and his ashes, well, if you want, you can go ahead and look into all that. But again, I am here to apologize for the spreading of that those false narratives and factors of misinformation. At least I am man enough to come forth with that, unlike, this pathetic artificial intelligence and those that work behind the scenes of this platform that continue to push false narratives, especially when it comes down to the activities in the skies. All right? And I don't care. I am going to keep pushing my narratives because, well, I got enough proof in the pudding, so to speak, to validate, if not confirm, what I bring to the table in regards to these sky operations and activities. Wow, the top of this pine tree looks like it's ready for Christmas, as it has, well, what looks like very bright red buds, but they are pine cones. Almost look like cranberries on on a Christmas tree, which I don't know if anybody decorates their Christmas trees with cranberries, popcorn, stuff like that. The traditional type of decor. Alright, well, I got this cat that's just caressing the heck out of my legs, wanting my attention. I did not come out here for socialization of the animal kind. This is getting very warm. I'm wearing a black t-shirt and jeans, and my t-shirt is soaking up heat like you would not believe. Okay, we got a press streamer back in here. So, very active morning this morning. And I think I've already brought enough to the table. So this is where we shall conclude this recording, and well, if I decide to combine some recordings together, well, it will be the conclusion of this video. And now we are getting some puffs of stuff, some of the crazy looking stuff. And we shall go ahead and drop down this lighting, try to stay in focus, and we'll just go ahead and end right here. So thank you ever so kindly for watching. Take care, have yourselves a great one. Come on back and join me on this flip side of reality. past, present, or future. But until then, the Skyway's out.